Good morning, guys. This is Mr. Mitchell. You are about to learn how to solve systems by elimination. So, Kevin, Timothy, Sam, Kira, let's go. All right. So, while we're solving systems by elimination, the first thing you need to do and put inside of your foldable, you won't be able to glue it or attach it at this time, but you need these steps. So, by now, you should have them. I don't want you to write it. I'm going to give it to you so you don't have to spend time writing it. So, I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Let's get started. Timothy, stay with me. Okay. So, when you solve a system by elimination, what we're looking for is something called a zero pair. And what that means is two integers like -2 and +2 will create a zero pair. So let me show you what I mean. So solving this system by elimination, I can go ahead and add 4x plus 8x will simply give me 12x. Now I have a -2y and a +2y. That's going to cancel out. Going to continue. 12x equals 13 plus 23 gives me 36. Now, Rachel, I'm going to divide both sides by 12. Pay attention, Olivia. Come on, Priscilla. Pay attention. Now, my 12s are going to cancel out, leaving me with just x. Again, you can pause the video at any time if I'm going too fast. 36 divided by 12 is simply 3. So I know that x equals 3. So now I'm going to take my 3 and plug it into the first equation. So I'm going to rewrite the first equation over here. 4x minus 2y equals 13. But instead of putting x, I'm going to rewrite and put 4 times 3. Hey, where did you get that 3? Came from over here. This 3. So 4 times 3 minus 2y equals 13. So let's go ahead and finish this. So 4 times 3, I can go ahead and erase my arrow a little bit. We don't need that. So 4 times 3 is 12 minus 2y equals 13. Now I'm going to eliminate 12 or subtract 12 from both sides. And my result will be iPhone commercial. My result will be -2y equals 1. Because 13 minus 12, it's 1, Kevin. Now I'm going to divide both sides, Ernesto, by -2. -2. Come on, Priscilla. I'm going to call your name a couple of times too, so just pay attention. So my 2's are going to cancel out. It's going to leave me with y, positive y, because a negative and a negative, the result is positive, equals -1. So a 1 divided by -2 is a -1/2. So I am done, guys. This is my solution. So I'm going to go ahead and put it together. My answer is Our solution is 3, -1. Negative a half. I keep saying -1. So again, my answer is 3 represents the x, and the -half represents the y. So what I want you to do at this time, I want you to practice with these two questions. They're similar and they follow the same steps and patterns as what I just showed you. So if you get confused, you can go back to this, but I want you to pause the video, meaning you're going to press the button, pause it, then solve it, write your answer, and then you're going to check it. So go ahead and pause the video, and then when you come back, I'll reveal the answer. Pause the video. Okay, so now I'm going to reveal the answers. If you did not complete it correctly, just simply raise your hand and I will come by and offer some assistance. Here's our second question. Again, our steps are here, but we don't need them because you already have them. So we have to solve this system by elimination, but we don't have an obvious zero pair. So we can create a zero pair by multiplying my second equation by -1. That will produce a zero pair. So I'm going to rewrite or move, can't do it. I'm going to rewrite my second or my first equation, 3x plus 2y equals 8. Now I'm going to distribute this -1 to everything on the inside. -1 times 3x is going to result, the result will be a -3x. Then I'm going to do the -1 times 5y will give me the result of product will be a -5y, and -1 times 14 will result in -14. So now I have just created a zero pair. So John Allen, I know you probably solved it by now, but 3x minus 3x that's my zero pair. So I'm going to leave that blank. 2y minus 5y is going to give me a -3y equals, come on Timothy, stay with me. Pay attention, Timothy, and don't go to no other website. 8 minus 14 is going to give me, guess what? -6. Yep, but I'm not finished because I have to divide both sides by -3. So a negative divided by a negative will result in a positive. Okay? And -6 divided by -3, Randy, will be simply 2. Come on, Matthews. Again, you can pause this at any time that you need to and work at your own pace. Who can tell me what are we going to do next, Nertha? What do you think we're going to plug in this y to the first or second equation? Nertha, we're going to go, I hope you said the first one. We're going to go to the first one. If you want to use the second one, you can, but we're going to use the first one. All right, Nertha, calm down. Okay, so now we're going to have 3x plus 2 times 2. Where did that 2 come from? Okay, I put it in red. You tell me, where did it come from? Ernesto, where did that 2 come from? Help him out, Reese. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and solve for x now. We have 3x plus 4 equals 8. Come on, Olivia, stay with me. All right, Priscilla, here we go. So we're going to have to subtract 4 from both sides. If you don't do it from both sides, you're not going to get the right answer. And make sure you do the negative, the opposite. So I'm going to bring this down. So it's going to be 3x. All right, I have a 0 pair here. Equals 4. Yes, sir. So now we're going to divide both sides by 3. My 3's cancel out. So x equals 4/3. So this is how you should write your answer. You're going to put your 4/3 represents x, and the y is simply 2. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is x, this is y. So that is how you solve a system by elimination where you have to distribute the -1. Now, you will not have to do this for every question, only when you don't have a 0 pair. Next, I want you to, again, press the pause button. That means you're going to stop. You're not going to talk, Priscilla and Olivia. I'm watching you guys. And you're going to solve this problem. Okay? Again, if you get it incorrect, simply raise your hand and let me know. But if you get it correct, you can move on to the next thing. Okay? So go ahead and pause the video. All right, hopefully you solved them and you arrived at -1/3 and -1 -8. Once you're done with these, if you have questions, raise your hand. If not, let's move on to our last and final problem. Now, I believe this problem is worth doing live. So we're going to do this question live in class because there are no obvious 0 pairs. So what do we do? I'll tell you when you get to class. So Randy, I look forward to seeing you in a computer lab on the 4th floor so that we can work these problems. Sam, continue the good work. All right, guys, I'll see you in a few minutes.